All right, let's talk about something that's pretty stressful just to think about, but it's a situation where knowing exactly what to do is, well, it's absolutely crucial. We're going to break down your rights and how to use them if you're ever arrested.
Just imagine that for a second. You're just walking down the street, maybe driving home, and bam, you hear those four words. Your mind would be racing, right? What do? Well, what you say, and more importantly, what you don't say in those first few moments can literally change everything.
Now, the good news is you're not powerless in that situation. Not at all. Your rights are baked right into the U.S. Constitution. We're talking key protections in the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendments. And look, these aren't just suggestions. They're the fundamental rules of the entire system.
So let's get right down to it. If you're being placed under arrest, your response has to be calm, it has to be clear, and it has to be immediate. There are 3 moves you've got to make right away.
Think of this like your own personal emergency checklist. Number 1, stay calm and do not resist. 2, you have to verbally say that you're remaining silent. And 3, immediately ask for a lawyer. Let's break down why each one is so incredibly important. First things first, what not to do. Even if you're 100% sure the arrest is a mistake, you cannot physically resist. And here's why. You can actually be charged with resisting arrest even if the original reason for arresting you was totally wrong. The right time to fight the charge is in a courtroom, with your lawyer by your side, not on the street.
And this really gets to the heart of it. An arrest is chaotic. It's stressful. Your one job is to get yourself out of that chaos into a place of control. Staying calm is the foundation for everything else you're about to do. It protects your safety and it protects your rights. Okay, let's get to your second move. This phrase right here, it's your shield. The 5th Amendment gives you the right to not incriminate yourself. But, and this is the part a lot of people just don't realize,
It's not enough to just stay quiet. This brings us to a concept that I think is fascinating: legally magic words. The Supreme Court has actually ruled that you have to unambiguously state your rights. You have to physically say you want to remain silent. It's a small difference that makes a world of difference.
And here it is, the second magic phrase. The moment you say this, police are supposed to stop all questioning. This isn't a maybe, it's not a suggestion, it's a hard stop that brings any interrogation to a halt until your lawyer is there with you.
and you know what? This right is for everyone, thanks to the landmark Supreme Court case Gideon v. Wainwright. If you can't afford a lawyer, the court has to give you one. So please, never let money worries stop you from demanding your right to legal counsel.
Okay, so you've navigated those first critical moments. The next phase is all about protecting your personal space and your legal future. This means knowing what to say about searches and what to do if someone hands you a pen. An officer might ask for your permission to search your stuff, your car, your bag, your home. Your response should always be a clear, calm, "I do not consent to any searches." That statement is so important because even if they end up searching anyway, you have now officially put it on the record that you did not give them permission. That's going to be huge for your lawyer down the road. And where does this powerful right come from? It's from the 4th Amendment to the Constitution, which protects all of us from unreasonable searches and seizures. By saying you don't consent, you're holding on to those constitutional protections. This one is so simple but so critical. Do not sign a single thing until your lawyer has seen it. You could be signing away your rights, you could be agreeing to a statement you didn't mean to make. Just don't do it. Wait for your lawyer, always. So what actually happens after the arrest itself? Let's walk through the next steps in the process because demystifying it can really help reduce some of that fear and uncertainty about what's coming next. Generally, it's going to follow this path. After the arrest, you'll probably be taken to a police station for a process called booking. And then, after that, you'll have a bail hearing, which is actually your very first time appearing in front of a judge. Now, during that whole booking process, you got to remember that your rights are still in full effect. Don't start talking about the case. Be polite, sure, but don't offer up any explanations or excuses. And like we said, do not sign anything. Just keep saying you want to speak with your lawyer. Now, at your bail hearing, a judge is going to decide if you can be released and how much it's going to cost. And that cost, it can be really steep. This number, $11,700, is the median bail amount for felony cases in large cities. I mean, that's a price for freedom that a lot of people just can't afford. But, this is something I found that's actually pretty hopeful. It shows how the system is trying to get better. Organizations like the Vera Institute have actually created tools like this ability to pay calculator.
It's designed to help judges set bail that people can realistically afford, trying to make things a little bit fairer so that a person's freedom doesn't just boil down to how much cash they have.
Whew! We have covered a lot of ground, so let's do a quick recap and really lock in the most important takeaways from all of this. These are the key actions that will protect you. Look, if you remember anything from this, make it this 5-step checklist. Number 1, stay calm. 2, say you are remaining silent. 3, ask for a lawyer. 4, refuse all searches. And 5, don't sign anything. Seriously, committing these 5 steps to memory is the best protection you could possibly have.
And honestly, that's the real challenge, isn't it? It's one thing to know your rights while you're sitting here watching this. It's a completely different thing to remember to actually use them when you're under the incredible stress of a real arrest. Getting these steps into your head is what really matters.
At the end of the day, knowledge really is your best defense. Understanding the rules isn't about finding loopholes. It's about making sure the system works fairly for everybody. Because when you get right down to it, knowing the law truly can protect your freedom.